Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the DD headquarters.
Driveway dynamic.
Unfortunately, the forest has to go back on the back burner for a bit due to the bad weather we're currently having in the UK.
Yeah, Storm Dennis and Storm Sierra have been battling with us for the last few weeks, so it's making my driveway a bit damp.
And we're trying to think of content to bring to you.
Yeah, it's been a bit, there's a few weeks without content on the channel, sort of a bit poo. So we've been thinking of things to do, so in the back of my garden there's either a gem or a turd, so I think we're going to go and dig it out and find out whether it's a gem or a turd. Let's go and find out. See you in a sec.
Here comes the cavalry. That did move a little bit, but...
As you can see, the engine kicked our ass, and so did Dennis.
Yeah.
It took us roughly 45 minutes to get it from
your engine bay place, should we say?
the engine area
Yeah.
round to the front of the house. It's not that far either, so this is a heavy old girl. This is. I'm not going to disclose what it is just yet. Some of you that know the engine can see exactly what it is, but people that don't know what the engine is, we'll keep that a bit. We have got an engine stand, so we are going to put it on an engine stand, but first we need to get the gearbox off, so I'm going to start taking some stuff off. I'm going to get on the engine crane again, We'll time lapse that. I'll just get the gearbox off, the flywheel, and then the dual mass, and then we'll carry on as a normal episode from there and explain what's going on, guys.
So good.
It's not good.
It is. I can't wait for this to go in.
As you can see, we've stripped some of the stuff off around the gearbox just so we can gain access to some bolts. There's a few little things to come off still. Just working out where things go, because if anybody hasn't already guessed what it is yet, I mean, that wasn't even attached. So this is a VW Golf 1.8 turbo. I say Golf, it comes in a Golf, Cupras, well, Seats, Audis.
Oh yeah, the lot.
It's just a 1.8 turbo basically. The reason why I want to dig into it today is because a little gremlin told me that this possibly could be a forged engine. I don't know how true it is because it looks pretty standard. I was told it had a stage 2 clutch in it, that it was a forged engine, blah blah blah, and it was running around 300 brake horsepower when it was pulled from the car. So today's adventure is to maybe get most of it, all the crap stripped off it, get the plenum off, stuff like that, take the rocker off and inspect the innards, inspect the spark plugs, check the bores. I don't know whether I'm going to take the head off today. We'll see what sort of condition the engine's in first, and drop the sump off. We're going to put it on the engine stand, drop the sump off, because then that'll tell me whether it's had rods in it, and if it's had rods and we check the top and it looks like it's had pistons, then we know it's genuine. I need to do a little bit more research. I was told this was a 6-speed box and that we had a hybrid turbo as well. We'll pull the turbo off anyway, so we'll get back to you with that one so we can find out. You did see me having to cut the intake pipe off. It's actually corroded in. We'll show you. As you can see, it's corroded in, so we had to cut that pipe off. No problem. We're gonna put an aftermarket one stuff off on anyway. So let's keep going to strippy land, and we'll get back to you. Well, obviously we're using a mount as well as the thing, so we can only strip the bottom ones off, drop it on the floor, reposition stuff,
Yeah.
and then go back up in the air basically with the engine. But yeah, let's crack cracking. What's that?
Not looking good there, is it?
Oh,
Let me grab the camera for that.
There's a light. That's gone dim now. Can I have a microfiber behind you? That's dim as fuck, mate. That ain't like shit. I got the big one that's plugged in.
Right, cutters, we just took the gearbox off.
Um,
Look at the state of this.
Yeah, it looks like it's been clutch kicked about 100 times. One sec. Yeah. I mean, the spline looks alright. I think that's just clutch material. I mean, the clutch. Sorry about the angle, guys. Yeah. We'll get it off, we'll have a look. That ain't lighting shit. Right then, I need a...
I think someone's rugged it.
relax, have a reset, de-stress, because that was stressful from start to finish, and then we can talk about...
And we're wet, and we're cold, and we're muddy.
Oily. That was not fun. So, I think we might leave this for a part 2. In fact, in other news, I think we will add a clip of the Forester tyres going onto the wheels.
Yeah.
Now you've seen the Forester tyres going on the wheels.
Yep.
They look very nice. They're a bit dusty, but it's alright. Whenever the weather gets a bit better, we're going to thingy. But if you stay tuned for part 2, in part 2 we're going to tear this baby apart and then see whether she's forged or not forged.
But
I'm
before
gonna have a little game first, actually. I'm going to say prediction. What do you reckon it is? Forged or not forged?
Right. As I've really never worked on engines that much, I can't really tell if that's standard, this pipe work here, or if it's been aftermarket. I mean, it looks
Standard.
standard way to go. I'm going to say no, it's not forged.
I'm going to go with a no, it's not forged as well. But to be honest with you, I didn't pay forged money, so because the guy was unsure, he had a claim. He ran it at 300. It hasn't been gone bang, but then the clutch looks awful, which we'll show you in a second. We can, I mean, all the crap that, I mean, it was glued, literally like surface welded to it. This is an AUQ engine, so it's not a BAM, but it's an AUQ. It's a 1.8 turbo. It doesn't really matter. I don't get the BAM hype, but hey ho. But yeah, stay tuned to part 2. Have a clean up. We're going to move some stuff around, put everything back where it should be.
Yes.
And then we'll have a little look over it, and then you can make a decision on whether it's forged or not forged.
Yeah. We'll leave that to you viewers.
Yeah. Right then, we're going to go and clean. Right then, we've had a little tidy up, we've had a little look around. I mean, this engine ain't going to be much good because there's a lot of cut part. Well, the gearbox had the shaft cut off it. I'm going to let you know, I paid 350 quid for this. That was gearbox, supposed 6-speed gearbox, supposed hybrid turbo, supposed forged engine. But because the guy was unsure, never had it apart, we come to an agreement of this price. Plus, it'd been sat in his garage, in his shed for a while, or a garage. I mean, a lot of this is going to come off anyway. So, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to order. So, hence why we're going to dig into this while the weather's bad. We can't really do anything outside, so we're going to dig into this. I mean, you can see all the mouse poo there and stuff. So, it needs to tidy.
We're not going to tell them what car it is though, it's going in. We'll leave that as a surprise. What do you reckon?
I don't know actually. If you go back through our videos, we do lay out a little hint actually.
Oh, yeah. Go back to the first video and have a look.
No, you said the first video. The first video. Our very first YouTube video. It's not great, but we were learning. And we're still learning, so be patient with us. But yeah, sorry, I'm going to apologise now about today's video. I mean, we anticipated to have this stripped apart, but I mean, it took so long to get everything off, get it out the garden, like where it's in the shed at the back of the garden for engines. It was a nightmare today. So this one's going to be a bit of a spotty video as such. And if you have made it this far, we do appreciate you.
Yeah,
and we love you.
Thanks for staying round.
Yeah, you're top. You're a top gesture, that is. If you have, give the video a like if you made it this far, and also comment what your prediction are for this engine. And if you could share it so other people could make a prediction, that'd be cool. Also, any of you 1.8 turbo nerds out there that know much about these engines, give me a shout in the DMs. I don't know, Instagram DMs.
Oh yeah, check out Instagram and Facebook in descriptions below.
Yeah, we have also got an eBay page, but I think we'll go a little bit more in depth about that if people are interested, about what I do in the background for Driveway Dynamics, in a sense to try and get the funds to make these videos, because it's not easy.
Nah, definitely not.
So I will go into a little bit more depth about that if people are interested. But next video, strip this down, I'm gonna go through it, check it out, drop all the fluids out of it, and make sure that we have got what we say we haven't got.
Yeah.
So yeah, today's been a stressful day, so be patient with us. It wasn't fun.
The weather was not on our side today.
Dennis the Menace is really beat us up today. I mean, the mud is like everywhere. We're soaking. You know, it's just not been a great experience. I'd say 2 videos in a row now, I've had the worst experience ever. Subaru spark plugs.
Yep, that was the worst thing you did in the Subaru.
Yeah, and now trying to retrieve this in a storm.
Yes.
Was not great.
No. Well, how many?
If you
How
are
many?
going to do this in the future, if anybody's watching this, and just be careful. It's, you know, we underestimated it. I thought it'd be easy. I did say it was going to be a bit of a nightmare to get it out where the mud is, but it actually was a lot of nightmare. The whole process was a nightmare. I mean, the fact that the clutch was.
I mean, that doesn't look stage 2
it was
to me, Jay,
welded. Well, it's supposed stage 2, but it's got a VW Audi badge on it, so that doesn't really give me
Much hope.
that's only a stage.
But it is forged, Jay, because it's had performance. Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Friggin', sorry.
It's had ram air in it. That is such the bodgiest job I've ever seen in my life. So, I don't know.
At least he sounded half decent when he was driving it.
I don't know. I've never heard it drive. Hey, we're just going off somebody else's wishes and dreams here. So, right, next video, clean, strip, see what it is. Okay? Like, comment, subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a share. Go to the social medias for all the other things that we're doing in the background. Thank you, goodbye.